Everyone teaches you to manifest forward, visualize, attract, and achieve. Quantum manifestation, however, invites you to shift your perspective entirely. It turns this process upside down. Instead of manifesting from desire, you manifest from the outcome itself. Here's how to do it backwards and watch the miracles unfold. You've likely heard this advice many times before. Visualize your goals clearly. Picture every detail. Feel the emotions as if you already have them. Countless coaches, mentors, and books have shared this guidance. Perhaps you've spent hours envisioning your dream life, your ideal job, your perfect partner, financial freedom, or radiant health. You've closed your eyes, repeated affirmations, and done your best to stay in a positive state. And yet, something still feels off. It seems just out of reach, as if you're always grasping for something that slips away. Why? Here's the truth that often goes unnoticed in mainstream manifestation teachings. When you visualize your goals as a distant future, you inadvertently reinforce the separation between where you are now and what you want to become. Let that sink in for a moment. Every time you focus on wanting something, you're energetically broadcasting the exact opposite of what you desire. At a deeper level, you're reinforcing this sense of lack or incompleteness. The universe, in all its wisdom, mirrors back your dominant frequency. If that frequency is rooted in longing or need, the result is a greater sense of distance, waiting, and frustration. This is where quantum manifestation truly transforms the process. Quantum manifestation doesn't ask you to pretend something will happen in the future. It doesn't ask you to wait for things to fall into place. Instead, it places you directly inside the outcome now. It shifts your energy from wanting to already having. Instead of thinking about what you wish for, you begin to think, feel, and act from the outcome, as if it has already arrived. The key difference here is profound. It's not about imagining the result in some distant future. It's about experiencing that outcome in your present moment. Quantum manifestation doesn't follow a linear path. It works backwards from the outcome to the cause. Let's explore this with an analogy. Imagine you're watching a movie, but instead of watching it from beginning to end, you start at the final scene. You see the resolution, the peace, the clarity. Now, with the end in mind, every preceding event takes on new meaning. There's no doubt about the outcome. You know it's coming. You don't question whether the hero will win. You've already seen the final scene. Quantum manifestation operates exactly this way. When you begin with end, you experience a profound shift in your energetic state. Anxiety dissolves. Doubt fades. Why? Because the outcome is already known. It's as if it has already happened. This principle is grounded in quantum science. Experiments like the double-slit experiment and research on retrocausality have demonstrated that, at the quantum level, time isn't linear. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously as probabilities. And your perception, your state of being, influences which timeline becomes your reality. When you consciously choose to embody your desired outcome, you collapse all other possibilities, anchoring that timeline into your current experience. The quantum field, or the universal flow of energy, responds to who you are being, not to what you're striving to become. Think about it this way. Desire implies distance. Outcome implies presence. Desire says, I don't have it yet. Outcome says, it's already mine. Desire keeps you in a state of longing, of reaching for something you don't have. Outcome puts you in a state of receiving gratitude and fulfillment. The universe, from a quantum perspective, doesn't deliver what you desire. It delivers what you embody. And the most powerful way to embody something is to live from it, not to wait for external signs or evidence. So how do you apply this practically? The key is to stop visualizing your goals as though they're outside of you. Instead, embody them from within. Instead of imagining what it would feel like to achieve your dreams, ask yourself, if this were already true, what would I think right now? What actions would I take? How would my energy feel? Instantly, your internal state begins to shift. Your nervous system calms. Your perception changes. Your emotional state stabilizes. Most importantly, your quantum broadcast transforms. You are no longer sending out a signal of lack, you're radiating coherence, wholeness, and alignment. Here's where the magic happens. The moment you stop needing your desires to show up, they do. When you become indifferent to the timing, because you're so immersed in the feeling of already having your desires, the manifestation process accelerates. The quantum field doesn't require struggle or effort. It requires alignment, congruence. The secret is not about wanting something badly enough. It's about no longer needing it because you're already living from the emotional, mental, and energetic space of already having it. This is the beauty and power of quantum manifestation. It may seem counterintuitive at first, especially when compared to traditional teachings on achieving your goals. But the moment you grasp this shift, you realize that it's not complicated at all. It's elegant, precise, and profoundly transformative. Stay with me. In just a moment, you'll discover exactly how to step into this reverse flow of manifestation, living from the outcome first. Once you do, you'll never look at manifestation the same way again. Have you ever wondered why some people manifest effortlessly, almost as if they're magnets to miracles, while others spend years trying every technique, course, and method with little to no results? It's not luck. It's not because some people are inherently more spiritual or gifted. And it certainly isn't because they're doing more. The truth, the counterintuitive truth, is that they've learned how to do less. They've discovered a subtle yet powerful distinction in how they relate to their desires, goals, and dreams. You see, when you follow traditional manifestation practices, you're often encouraged to affirm things like, I want abundance. I want success. I want the perfect relationship. At first glance, this seems harmless, right? But let's examine the hidden message these affirmations send to the universe. Each time you say, I want, you unconsciously affirm a reality in which the thing you desire is missing. You're broadcasting lack. You're energetically signaling, I don't have it yet. But here's the divine paradox that quantum manifestation reveals. The universe isn't responding to what you want. It's responding to who you are. If your dominant emotional state is one of wanting, the divine order has no choice but to mirror that state back to you. It reflects your vibration with precise accuracy. So, if you are constantly signaling that you are lacking, the universe will mirror that by providing you with more situations where you experience that very lack. Now, imagine shifting your focus entirely from what you lack to what already exists in the cosmic flow. Here's the profound truth supported by science. Every possible reality, every outcome, every dream you can imagine is already encoded in the quantum field. You're not creating it from scratch. You are aligning with a reality that already exists as a possibility. Let's visualize this with a simple yet powerful metaphor. Think of the quantum field as an infinite cosmic library. Every possible version of your life already exists as a complete book on its shelves. You don't need to write the book from page 1. All you need to do is pick the book off the shelf, open it, and start reading. Feel it. Experience it. Believe that it is real right now. This subtle yet transformative shift in perspective is the difference between years of struggle and instant energetic alignment. When you begin to manifest backward, by assuming the outcome already exists, you step into a new frequency. Instead of broadcasting that you lack, you are broadcasting that you have. And the universe, true to its divine nature, immediately reflects that state of being. It's not magic. It's not wishful thinking. It's the natural, universal law at work. It's science in motion. What you hold energetically, you experience physically. Think about it. Manifestation isn't about convincing the universe or forcing your desires into existence. It's about recognizing that reality is malleable, responsive, and waiting for you to consciously choose your state of being. The individuals who manifest effortlessly understand this divine truth. They don't chase their desires, they choose their outcomes. They embody the version of themselves who already has what they desire. By doing so, they collapse the quantum wave of possibility into tangible reality. This is why effortless manifestors always seem calm, relaxed, and confident. They don't push or force outcomes because they've internalized one simple, profound truth. Forcing implies doubt, and doubt is resistance, and resistance delays manifestation. True quantum manifestors never try to force things to happen. They simply align with a version of themselves where the outcome is inevitable. And as they do, the universe effortlessly rearranges itself around their coherence. Let this truth sink deeply. Your ability to manifest doesn't depend on your willpower, your effort, or how clearly you visualize. It depends entirely on your internal alignment with the end state you desire. It relies solely on your ability to stop reinforcing lack and instead stabilize your energy in the vibration of wholeness and completion. When you genuinely assume the outcome, when your emotional state fully aligns with your chosen reality, the universe has no choice but to mirror it back to you. This realization can change your life forever. It means you can stop chasing your dreams from a place of anxiety, urgency, or desperation. You no longer have to struggle to prove your worthiness or push harder for outcomes. Instead, you get to choose your outcomes, stabilize your alignment, and watch as miracles flow effortlessly into your life. And as powerful as this understanding is, it's only the beginning. Because next, we will dive even deeper into exactly how to shift your identity, your very state of being, so that manifestation becomes as effortless as breathing. You'll see why changing who you're being is infinitely more powerful than changing what you're doing. Ready for the next leap? Let's continue. First, let's pause for a moment and explore why backward manifestation isn't just a spiritual idea, it's a quantum reality supported by science. This isn't just theory or wishful thinking. It's a principle grounded in the laws of nature. It's rooted deeply in the fundamental mechanics of the universe itself. At the quantum level, all potential realities coexist simultaneously. Every version of your life, from the most ordinary to the most extraordinary, already exists as a possibility within the quantum field. You're not creating your future from nothing. You are simply selecting which reality you wish to experience. This subtle yet profound truth can forever change your approach to life. It means you don't have to struggle or strain to bring something into existence. Your primary task is much simpler and infinitely more elegant. Align yourself with the reality you desire, and then allow it to unfold naturally. Here's the key difference. Traditional manifestation approaches encourage you to build from scratch, like constructing a building brick by brick. You visualize the goal, make plans, and push forward step by step. While there's nothing wrong with effort, this linear method often reinforces the belief that your desires are somewhere in the distant future, just out of reach. Energetically, this creates a gap, reinforcing a sense of not having yet. The universe, reflecting the laws of the cosmos, mirrors this inner state, and your desires remain at arm's length. Quantum manifestation reverses this completely. Instead of pushing reality into existence, you become the center that magnetizes the desired reality toward you. You aren't chasing after an outcome. You're aligning with a timeline that already exists. This subtle but pivotal shift is the difference between years of frustration and effortless manifestation. In quantum physics, everything boils down to resonance. If your energy constantly broadcasts, "Not here yet," the field reflects that delay. But if you vibrate with certainty, gratitude, and fulfillment, as if your desire is already present. The universe has no choice but to match that frequency and collapse reality accordingly. This principle is beautifully illustrated by the observer effect. Experiments in quantum physics have shown that subatomic particles exist as waves of possibility until they are observed or measured. Only in that moment do these waves collapse into specific, measurable particles. You, as the conscious observer, are doing this continually in your life. Your dominant emotional state and focused attention are literally collapsing infinite possibilities into a singular, tangible experience. If you consistently observe from a place of absence or lack, you collapse realities that confirm that absence. However, if you observe from a place of fulfillment, gratitude, and certainty, the field collapses possibilities that confirm your state of having. This is why those who master quantum manifestation seem effortlessly magnetic. They don't chase after anything. Instead, they anchor into the energetic truth that the reality they desire is already theirs. It's not magic. It's divine mechanics in action. Every moment, your frequency is selecting potential outcomes from an infinite field. What changes your reality isn't endless effort, but the coherence of your thoughts and emotions. It's alignment. It's embodiment. Consider this carefully. Your life right now, every circumstance you're experiencing, is an accurate reflection of your dominant internal state. The quantum field is impartial and precise. It doesn't judge your wishes as good or bad. It simply mirrors your consistent emotional frequency. So, if you desire different external results, your task isn't to strive harder outwardly. It's to shift your inner alignment to reflect the chosen reality as if it's already done. This is a quantum shortcut, collapsing timelines instantly. Imagine this process like tuning a radio dial. The station, your desired outcome, already exists. You don't need to create the broadcast. You simply adjust your frequency until your energy matches the signal you want. When you do, the music flows effortlessly. The reception becomes clear, and your life begins to reflect the channel you've tuned into. It's not an act of creation. It's an act of alignment. This understanding transforms your relationship with manifestation. It frees you from the illusion that you must earn your desires through struggle. It liberates you from the myth that goals must be pursued with relentless urgency. Instead, it places you firmly in your true power, the power of conscious, coherent observation. When you realize that your role isn't to force the universe to respond, but to consistently align with your chosen reality, the shift becomes instantaneous. This truth, however, is something most people resist at first because it defies conventional logic. Our society is built on the belief that effort equals reward. Yet, the quantum reality insists otherwise. Effortless coherence equals resonance, and resonance equals manifestation. The quantum field doesn't respond to effort. It responds to vibration. In the next section, you'll discover precisely how to embody this truth fully and consistently. You'll learn how to break free from desire-based manifestation forever and anchor permanently into outcome-based resonance. The science is clear. The quantum principles are undeniable. And now you're about to master them in your life. Are you ready to experience manifestation like never before? Let's move forward together. Right now, you might be thinking, okay, this makes sense, but how do I actually do it? What does quantum manifestation look like in my everyday life? That's a brilliant question. Let's walk through it step by step, making the process so clear, practical, and simple that you can start seeing shifts immediately, without confusion, effort, or guesswork. The quantum manifestation process can be summarized in 3 clear and powerful steps. Let's explore each one together. Step 1. Clearly choose your desired reality, but as if it already exists. This is the foundational shift. And here's where most people stumble. they tend to visualize their desires as future scenarios. Instead, begin with absolute clarity on what you desire, but not as a potential event. See it as something already real, already achieved. Close your eyes and clearly define your desired outcome as if you have already experienced it. For example, if your goal is financial abundance, don't imagine becoming wealthy someday in the future. Visualize the version of you who is already living in abundance right now. Feel the satisfaction of financial freedom, the joy of security, the peace of knowing your needs are already met. Notice the confidence, the ease, the joy of living from abundance that is already realized. You're not manifesting from a what-if place. You're manifesting from, it's already mine. This is the first crucial shift. Step 2. Completely identify with this reality. Here's where the transformation deepens. Shift from wanting to embodying. Instead of saying, I want to be wealthy, start affirming, I'm already wealthy. Don't just say the words, feel them in your body. Notice how your posture changes, how your breathing shifts, how tension releases as you accept this truth. It's not about pretending or tricking yourself. It's about anchoring yourself in the emotional and energetic truth of that reality. Your body should feel it. The neural pathways in your brain begin to reorganize around this new identity. Your nervous system relaxes into this frequency. You're no longer signaling uncertainty or lack. You're broadcasting the resonance of fulfillment, confidence, and gratitude, the exact signals the quantum field responds to most powerfully. Take a moment right now. Choose one clear, specific reality. Feel it deeply. What emotions arise? Gratitude, relief, freedom, satisfaction? Identify these feelings clearly and allow yourself to fully inhabit them. This is the space where quantum reality is created, by embodying the emotional truth of your desired outcome first, and then allowing your physical reality to effortlessly align. Step 3. Release all control and allow the quantum field to respond. Now here's where many people get stuck, but this is also where the magic happens. Completely let go of controlling how your desired outcome unfolds. Surrender your attachment to specific paths, methods, or timing. The quantum field works best when you leave the door open for infinite possibilities. The how is not your job. It never was. Your job is to maintain alignment and coherence. The quantum field, infinitely intelligent and responsive, orchestrates all the details effortlessly. Think of this process like planting a seed. You don't dig up the seed every day to check on how it's growing. You plant it, nurture the environment, and trust nature's intelligence to bring it into fruition. Your manifestation works exactly the same way. Trusting the field means embracing uncertainty with curiosity and openness, not anxiety. When you release control, you stop energetically blocking outcomes with your limited expectations. Suddenly, you open the quantum space for synchronicities, unexpected solutions, surprising opportunities, and effortless miracles. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But quantum manifestation is elegantly simple. It bypasses traditional effort because it doesn't require physical force. It requires alignment and surrender. Your dominant frequency, grounded in a clear outcome, embodied identity, and trust, automatically collapses infinite potential into concrete reality. Here's a practical daily exercise you can use immediately. Each morning, before you get out of bed, clearly feel your chosen reality, not as a future potential, but as a present fact. Internally say, I'm already living my ideal reality. Feel it in your body. Imagine what your day would look like, what decisions you would naturally make, how your interactions would unfold effortlessly if you were already that version of yourself. Do this for just a few minutes. Then release it entirely. Let go and trust completely. Throughout your day, whenever doubt arises, gently remind yourself, it's already done. You don't need to force the feeling again. Just briefly reconnect with certainty, then move forward from a place of relaxed expectation, knowing it's unfolding perfectly. With practice, this state becomes your natural baseline. You become less reactive, more magnetic, and effortlessly aligned. Your reality begins reshaping itself around this state of coherence. Opportunities come to you. Relationships deepen effortlessly. Problems resolve spontaneously. Why? Because you're no longer pushing from anxiety or desperation. Life mirrors back your relaxed trust. Does this sound revolutionary? It should. This approach is radically different from everything you've been taught, yet it's grounded entirely in quantum reality. Your life truly can become effortless when you realize that your role is simply alignment and surrender. Quantum manifestation is about getting out of your own way and allowing infinite intelligence to handle the details. Now, as we move forward, we're about to dive deeper into an advanced technique called backcasting, which effortlessly aligns you even more strongly with your desired reality. It's one of the most potent quantum tools for instantly shifting your life. Ready to master this next step? Keep going. The quantum shift you've always wanted is unfolding faster than you ever imagined possible. Think about those moments in your life when something extraordinary happened, something you desired for a long time, but only received once you stopped trying so hard. Maybe it was meeting someone who changed everything, or landing the perfect job when you had already given up. Perhaps it was a burst of inspiration that came out of nowhere when you stopped obsessing over the outcome. At the time, you might have called it coincidence, luck, or divine timing. But what if those moments weren't random? What if they were the quantum field responding to your surrender? This is the turning point, the quantum reversal. It's where logic and control give way to trust and alignment. It's when you realize that doing more often blocks what you want, but being more magnetizes it. You may not have had the language for it before, but energetically, you've experienced this dynamic. Every time you truly let go, and things started to fall into place, you were experiencing quantum manifestation in its most potent form. You stopped fighting the current and allowed the river to carry you. The quantum field doesn't respond to striving. It responds to resonance. It doesn't move because you demand it. It aligns because you are aligned. Most people believe that effort equals results. But the most miraculous changes happen when you release, relax, and align internally. When your nervous system says, "I already have it," your external world begins to match that truth. It's not magic. It's coherence. And here's the beauty of this moment. You are no longer waiting to understand manifestation theoretically. You're living it right now. You are integrating this reversal on a cellular level. Your body is listening. Your frequency is shifting. The quantum field is already responding because you chose to see it differently. You chose to stop forcing and start aligning. That's not just a choice. That's a frequency shift. Let's ground that shift together right now. Take a moment to pause and comment below. I'm ready to manifest backwards. Don't just type it out. Feel it as a declaration. When you type those words and press send, you're sending a vibrational signal to the field that you are ready. You are no longer trapped in the loop of desire. You're stepping into the reality where you are already the version of yourself who receives. This simple act carries more power than you might imagine because it comes from coherence, from embodiment, not from need or lack. Remember this, the quantum field doesn't need your effort. It needs your frequency. In every act of aligned intention, a comment, a breath, a feeling, creates ripples far greater than you can see. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into a lesser-known but deeply effective technique called backcasting. This isn't a gimmick. It's a legitimate timeline hack that can collapse years of effort into moments of alignment. If you've ever wondered why some people manifest consistently while others struggle, it often comes down to this one technique. So stay with me. What's coming next could be the missing key you've been searching for all along. You didn't land on this video by accident. You were guided here not by coincidence, but by frequency, a signal from the quantum field that matched a part of you ready to remember. Deep down, you know that manifestation isn't about striving harder. It's about aligning deeper. True quantum manifestation begins when you stop chasing what you want and start embodying the version of you who already lives it. It's not a theory. It's a shift in state. And the moment you invert the flow of manifestation from desiring to becoming, the universe shifts its response. You're no longer requesting. You're collapsing timelines. The quantum field does not respond to pressure, effort, or urgency. It responds to coherence. And now you've seen how simple and powerful it is. The more you embody the version of yourself who already has what you want, the faster the quantum response. That's the real spiritual work. Not doing more, but being more aligned. If you felt this transmission deeply, I have something special for you. I've created an ebook called Awaken Your Quantum Power, written specifically for those who are ready to stop trying and start manifesting with true alignment. The link is pinned in the comments. And remember, the field doesn't respond to anxiety. It responds to alignment. The universe isn't waiting for you to do more. It's waiting for you to be more. Your dream future isn't something far away. It already exists in the field, and you just tuned into it. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay still, stay magnetic, stay aligned. You're not waiting for your future, you're already living it.